Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you had a great weekend. By the way, it's already July 1st today. 4th of July on Thursday.
July 1.
July 1. A lot of new fiscal year starting today.
Hold it here.
Yeah.
Fiscal.
We're in sync. Jake's way over there. Why are
What's
you
going
way
on?
over there?
Yeah, why you're
Look
far.
at his microphone
It's like
extension.
you're in New Zealand.
Yeah, what's going
It feels
on
like
there?
that to me, too. Well, there has been a change, not asked by me at all, in terms of the setup in this area.
Okay.
The setup's different. What is it?
Well, I have been moved a lot farther to
Let's move
the
over.
right.
Should we move all the way over?
No, you shouldn't, because it's okay where you're at. It just
Move
makes
over a little bit.
there's a lot of movement.
I can't
here.
even hear you as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of leaning here, more involved than there was before. This is about the farthest this microphone goes. I'm told that
Shoot off a flare.
Mike 6 of I feel very far
Mark
away.
yourself safe.
It feels like I'm in the panhandle of Nebraska right now. You guys are in Lincoln, Omaha. I'm in the
Yeah.
panhandle over here. On the broadcast, looks that way too.
Yeah, you're
You'd
far
be out
away.
in you'd be out in my ag district.
I would be, yes. I'd like to go out to Scotts Bluff, Gary. Holdridge is not quite the panhandle, but yes,
Yes.
You're far.
it's a long ways away. I guess people want more space for their laptops, which that's why we have computers for here. It's my own personal opinion, but yeah, here we are.
Because we have
New setup.
computers, don't we? Yes.
We got 2 computers right here to use for people's notes and everything, but we need to have
Have a fourth one.
personal laptop space here.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
here we
well,
are
I'm moving
leaning
a
over
little
here.
closer.
You're fine. I can still see you on the broadcast. Just
Well,
fine.
we're here. Here we are.
We are here
What's
on a Monday.
going on out there?
It's going to rain.
It feels
It looks like it's going to rain.
tumultuous. Does that work?
Tumultuous. You put an R in there, didn't you?
There's no R in it. Yeah.
Tumultuous. That's how they say it in Pender.
Yeah.
Tumultuous would be. That's fine.
There's still an R in it.
Ben is here. The gang is here. We're doing a
Ben
Monday
is
show.
here today. Feels good.
We're doing a Monday
Ben
show.
is back. He was not here Friday because of an hour situation, but now Ben
Remember
is,
that?
Yeah,
but Ben is
over.
Now
Yeah.
Ben is back though. So we're glad to have Ben back.
Ben, if you have to leave halfway through, we understand.
that happened.
Yeah, just leave halfway through. We understand. You'll get your hours over.
I was always amazed by reporters when something big would happen. Say, well, I'm over hours.
Yeah.
No. So you can't cover it. Interesting. That
I've
would
been
happen.
grounded a few times on recruiting trips by over hours.
No, you were.
Oh, absolutely.
Seriously?
No, not myself. By private plane pilots.
Oh,
Yeah, when they
Private
hit,
plane
when
pilots.
they
Okay.
hit whatever it is. I spent a night in Roswell, New Mexico
Did
one
you?
time.
Nice.
Yes,
How'd that go?
Roswell. It was fun. This guy's all right.
yeah, you can adapt.
All of a sudden, they're like going, "Yeah, we're shutting it down. We can't go any further than this. We're done for the day."
I'd almost welcome that.
I didn't like go throwing my hands like, "Whoa, wait, you just press on." I'm like, "No, just get a hotel."
Find an Outback in
Yeah,
Roswell.
exactly.
Probably did. Probably
So
did.
it's not a big deal.
Yes, here we are.
We are here. Sip, you asked before the show about Wimbledon. I don't know the update of Wimbledon.
Don't worry about it. I just saw a Wimbledon a
Do you
shot
ever
of
watch
Wimbledon.
tennis on TV?
I mean, back in the Connors,
Oh,
Chris Everett
well,
days,
better-
Tracy Austin,
Borg,
Better times.
Wendell.
McEnroe.
Yeah, there you go.
That was incredible tennis.
Martina Navratilova.
That was pretty well done.
Yeah.
Tough name to say.
I don't know if Wimbledon's going right now or not. I just saw it when I walked in. It was
On TV.
They showed Wimbledon on the screen. I thought
We'll
maybe.
confirm that here at some point during the show.
Sports.
It's sports.
Yes.
Sports in July
I should
1st.
explain that sports one more time.
Yeah,
to you
please
guys.
do for the new listeners.
The reason I will blurt out, Bill would be, I think, actually sort of interested in this because it was a different time. The reason I
Is
say,
it better times?
what do you think?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Give us a year.
89.
Nice year.
It's a good
Yeah.
year.
Sports. That the reason I say that is because the Journal Star used to work the desk and people used to call. That doesn't happen anymore in newspapers. You know, you worked an 8-hour shift in a part of your shift was answering the phone, scores coming in. And my friends used to make fun of me the way I answered the phone. Sports. So yeah, that's why. I mean, because that you'd answer the phone. Sports, simple. Make it snappy.
Do that for your personal cell phone now. See how that goes.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. An ode to the past.
Yes.
Question would probably would have been what 10, 11 here. Where I just remember growing up. My dad was a high school football coach.
He would call in, right?
But no, but to try, if it's a home game, whatever, you would try to get home in time to watch the scores would come. There was a Friday night show at 10:30, came on after news was over, and then they have about a half-hour show, and then a lot of times the scores would just be like on a ticker on the bottom. It's like Wayne beat Blair 31-29 or whatever, and so you're trying to follow it and scores and all this. Does that still even happen anymore?
I think it does.
Is it because you can just find it? Because now you can just find it online immediately.
I think it does.
Is there still a show? Is there still a show?
I think so. It's tough to find up-to-date high school scores still, like in terms of like real time. That's one sport that for some reason, like they don't have a website that is clicks like that for everything.
But my dad used to have to call in. It's a home game. You call in
the paper.
Game's over. It's 9:45. Whatever. Get down to the locker room like at 10 o'clock. Whatever. You had to call in.
He would call in probably not only the TV station. He'd probably call the Journal-Star and the World Herald.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I used to take information from coaches like your dad. It's possible I took information from your dad, wrote up a box score, and then just like a few paragraphs. Now I want to say something. The Journal-Star might still have that on Friday nights. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. I wasn't ever around on Friday nights in my later years, so I wasn't. I mean, but for a lot of my career, yeah, you answer the phone at night and type up little things like that. Not little things, but box scores. Sports. Oh, that's why I blurted out.
We like that. Thanks for the giving us the history on that.
Yeah, we're talking sports.
We are. But before that, idle chit chat. Anything else, Bill, from the weekend? What do you got from the weekend over there?
Nothing.
What?
Oh, for God's sake! Bill.
I'm saving it for better times.
Okay.
Everything's coming up. Yes.
Sip, anything from you?
Some things will show up down the line.
Oh, it was. I careened through the weekend.
I love when you do that.
Yeah, I
love those
I was
weekends.
careening. Yeah, I was careening. But here I am, and I had to do some work, so I got ready for the show last night.
Well, Bill told me to call him yesterday, and I did. And I was walking through a pasture
when he called
Seward
with the baby strapped to his chest.
Right, strapped to my friend. Yeah, well,
it was like Little House on the Prairie.
It was
basically so. Yes,
a little different though.
Yeah,
they were drinking wine.
Went to Junto in just west of Seward.
Junto,
just east of Seward, by the way, just east of Seward on the way into Lincoln. And yeah, they have like a 3.5 mile walking path out in the pasture. It's mowed well. Nobody else, not a single soul besides us out in this path yesterday.
Is that right?
Yes, not a single soul.
Where was everybody?
Yeah, drinking wine or not doing anything. It was a nice day. It wasn't 105 degrees. It was like 78 degrees. It was a pleasant day to go walk on a trail.
You're right.
I had about 5 ticks in me. I wiped off at the end of the day. That was fun.
Did you?
Ticks are horrible.
Yeah.
Ticks are terrible things.
Mm-hmm.
But I found them and I killed them, flushed them properly down the toilet.
Did you have them in your head?
No, I hope not. I checked thoroughly last night, but
did you?
On the legs, yes.
Ticks
after the walk.
Yeah, I got to watch for those closer.
Yes.
I don't watch for them very closely.
And we like to shout out small town restaurants in the show. We like bars, we talk about all this.
We love bar food.
How about the Spare Time Bar and Grill in downtown Seward? It's connected to a bowling alley. It's got a beautiful new patio outside.
Spare Time.
Yeah, Spare Time.
I've eaten.
Have you been there, Bill?
Absolutely, I've eaten there. It's just it's kind of on the east side of the square or something like that. On the east side.
Absolutely.
Yes, I've dined there.
You've been there.
Yes.
100?
Yes.
What did you have, Jake?
I had some pulled pork and what else did I have? A salad and something else. It was good.
It's the same thing. It takes you back to kind of a Madsen's type of setting where
yes,
you're dining and then you in the background you're hearing bowling. And I don't know if it gets better than that. Yes. I went there with Gary Brockoff. Went there.
Please tell us who Gary Brockoff is.
He's another one of the cast of characters.
Oh,
yes.
From Pender.
No, he's not from Pender. He's actually from Seward.
Oh, okay.
He's from Seward. At one point in time, we were all living together right out where I would just finish my grad school at Kearney State, and we're all living together. I was living I was living on their couch, and he comes and tells us one time because he's a project manager and he built his own house. It was me, him, and Duke, and he goes, "Hey, just letting you guys know that I'll be going to be moving. I built my own house and stuff." We're like, "That's awesome. We'll come." It's like Didn't really invite us, but we went. So we moved into a brand new house. Me and Duke. Duke got an aquarium and leopard print sheets for his water bed.
Did he? Yeah. All right, Duke.
What's that song you sing that involves sex?
I've never once sang a song. I've never once sang a song about that. So I don't know what that means. What is this?
What was that?
You did it the other day.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Stand down.
All right,
stand down.
See, that's the one I'm talking about.
Down.
Duke's Golden Line.
Yeah.
Want to see my aquarium?
It's good.
It's a good one.
Pretty good.
Good one.
Not
Pretty
bad.
solid.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Seward.
Yeah, let's move on here.
Last thing before we move on to sports.
Sports.
As you may or may not know, this weekend on Saturday, Shaquille O'Neal was in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Shaq.
What?
Time out. Somehow that got by me.
Somehow that went right by me too.
Yeah. Shaquille O'Neal, the Shaq, was in Lincoln at the Royal Grove under a stage name DJ Diesel. He was here. It was a packed house. I did not go. I saw video of before and after this. This place was absolutely packed. There was a line that went all the way out to basically this Cornerstone Highway is how long the Royal Grove line was on Saturday night. I had a friend there. Shout out to my friend Keith that went to this. I said, give me a report on how Shaq was in his DJing at the Royal Grove. He said this. He says he was on for an hour and gave a few nice shout outs of Go Huskers. Place was absolutely packed. He kept saying, I might stay the night in Lincoln, but then I'm sure he flew 30 minutes later after his set and flew right after. He's a huge human, though. It was a crazy act. People had an amazing time with Shaq DJing in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Royal Grove.
So when did this break that he was?
This is probably 2 weeks ago. It broke. He was going to be.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Well, I think.
Why were we not there? Why did we not get some sort of a media pass for that?
You and your media pass.
Yes. I'm throwing that out there.
Shaquille O'Neal was in Lincoln, Nebraska.
You saw. I wore it when I came and ate my hamburger, standing up.
I like the way you think. I do like the way you think. You should get a media pass. Don't you have a media pass? This Diesel. Hey, that was Saturday night.
Saturday night at the Royal Grove.
I don't know if
all I know is this: just the fact that it was at the Royal Grove is what impresses me the most.
It's partly what
that's what impresses me beyond belief, because the Royal Grove that's been rolling since our day.
It was rolling in our day.
The Royal Grove was probably wouldn't that start late, early 70s?
Probably
early 70s, like that.
Then. Somebody would know that.
So it sat vacant for years. It came back in about 2015 or 16. It got revived.
It did sit vacant.
It's had several owners since it reopened again in 2015, 16. And now it's got new ownership again, took over a few months ago. And getting Shaq, it's a pretty big deal for the Royal Grove and Lincoln in general.
Yeah, and they packed the place.
It was packed. The videos I saw, that place was, probably overly filled. It was full.
That's beautiful. I'm serious.
That is.
I wonder what it was like. I wonder how
Lincoln is back.
Your friend is your age?
Yes.
Was he there?
He was there, yeah.
I don't know, like Keith me and Bill, if we could go to something like that.
I would like to have been there in the back and in the corner, just gotten there early and just set up shop and just kind of watched it all.
Yeah.
I doubt there's a chance all of a sudden I'm out in the middle of a mosh pit.
No,
that wouldn't have happened.
I don't
Jake
know.
would have.
Is it a dance?
You think I'd be in the mosh pit?
You would have danced.
You think so?
Yeah.
Here's where you get. Here's where the old
there.
age comes in. Is it a dance party? Is that what we're talking about?
Pretty much.
Okay. Imagine you being up somebody. Want to dance?
See, aged out. You aged out at that. Aged out.
When do you age out? Is it 40?
Probably. Yeah.
Before
Thanks
40?
a lot. I've been aged out since 18.
I was just asking what the age.
It's been 18 years. How about that, Bill? What is it? 40? Simple. You've been aged out for 20 years.
I was just asking a general number of when you age out.
That's fine. Like I'm not attacking you. I'm not.
Okay.
We deal in reality. You are all flustered over there.
Well, look, I'm leaning. I gotta lean.
How far over you
I have to lean. I have to lean to get to the
Ben's
microphone.
in a different spot because he's afraid of being on TV.
Right. If Ben was to be,
Ben's supposed to be right over there.
Yeah, Ben would be right behind me.
His whole day's up. So I walked in. When I came in today, I walked into a hit show.
You did.
Oh,
yeah. I was not happy.
There was anger. There was everything. And all of a sudden, Ben knows he's on TV. He's combing his hair. There's all kinds of stuff.
Your hair?
Oh, he did. He combed his hair.
Wow.
But,
you look good, man.
But we survive and we advance and we adjust in the show.
Survive and advance.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, I could tell Jake was discombobulated. I've worked with him.
Does this look comfortable to you? What I'm doing right now?
No, I can just tell when I walked in.
On
the
this
vibe
microphone.
Let's do roll call.
No, we're not doing roll call. We're not doing that.
Roll call.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs the rest of the summer and into fall. Thanks. Was he in the garage this morning, Bill?
What's that? He is not, but he will be stopping by today because I told you Andrew saved our yard at the cabin. So I was up there this weekend, did the weed spraying with chemicals and the apparatus that he sent along. Jeez. And that will be returned to Andrew in fine shape. Nothing worse than when bringing something back to your bar. Like, here you go. It's like, well, this is nothing like what I gave it to you. Like this. Yeah, I'm sorry. I ran over it, but everything's fine, Andrew.
Don't worry. Bill's got you covered.
Everything is fine.
We're all good. 464-5685. Call or text as always. Nebraska, they had a busy weekend in recruiting. They got a Sierra Wright from USC, the transfer defensive back who started 11 games for the Trojans in 2022, is making his way to Lincoln. Also, last night, Sip, you wrote about this on your Twitter and also Twitter. For On 3. Houston Kahana Torres. Did I say that right?
That's pretty good, Jay.
Houston Kahana Torres commits to Nebraska. Let's start with Sierra Wright. We knew about this about 2 weeks ago of interest in Nebraska, but officially over the weekend, he does commit to
Friday.
The Huskers.
Yeah, Friday. So yeah, we've covered this. So I'll just keep it brief. He'll have an opportunity to compete for the starting cornerback job opposite Tommy Hill, and he'll compete with Malcolm Hartzog, Jeremiah Charles, Dwight Boodle. That is the job that was probably going to be Bly Hill's. Bly Hill, of course, went down in the spring game with a knee injury. He'll be back at some point this season, according to Matt Rule. Now, so that's that. Sierra Wright. Now, the most interesting thing about Sierra Wright to me is the story, him coming from Hollywood to Lincoln. He played parts in Two Broke Girls. You guys know that one? Two Broke Girls?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny.
A CBS show, right?
I don't know what network that is.
It's not on anymore, I don't think.
Well, that's so the timeline's confusing to me.
Hold on.
Because that show's been over for like about 5 or 6 years,
yeah,
right?
He appeared in the TV shows Two Broke Girls. Probably as a boy.
Okay. So
Training Day. I don't know Training Day.
I don't know that one.
No. Life in Pieces. Don't know that one. Instant Mom and Grownish. I do know Grownish. He also played the son of NBA star LeBron James in the 2021 movie Space Jam: A New Legacy. So he's an actor apparently, but he's not going to be doing that in Lincoln, I don't think, unless they're shooting something in Lincoln. Or maybe a movie.
I hope they do. I hope they
maybe some at the Lead Center.
The Ross, maybe. Go to the Ross.
I was thinking that it would be more like a movie. Came to Lincoln like it did. It's done a few times when stars found their way. Like one time I went to Council Bluffs with Chris Penn and Ray Menifee and had steak. Chris Penn was in shooting a movie.
Not Sean Penn, but Chris Penn.
Chris Penn. R.I.P. Bill would know the movie. All the cast is around here. I can't say. It's like Tu Wong Fu was in the.
I cannot help you on that one. Hey, breakers know about
this was the 80s or the early 90s, maybe early 90s. Yeah, somebody will know. It'll come in. Somebody will know the movie.
David, anybody want to text it to? What's the movie Sip is talking about?
Yeah. Anyway, so did you go to David? Did you go to the lineman?
I did mention him.
Yes. Now he
the name again, Houston Kahina Torres, 3-star inside offensive lineman from Honolulu, Hawaii.
He committed yesterday. What I like in this world is a lineman that commits that's earmarked for center. Just someone that says, I'm going to play center makes me happy. He's going to be a center is what they're telling him. And I don't know if he's saying that, but that's what they're telling him. That's awesome. There's a center. There's a future center. I don't do this. I don't like doing this in front of Bill when I say I watched this film.
Why not?
Because it's an amateur analysis.
What'd you see? What'd you see? Walk us through it, Steve.
He'll fight you.
Yeah.
He'll put you on the ground and he won't help you up. I kind of like that look, by the way. I like him putting people on the ground and then just looking at them and walking away. Doesn't bother me in the sport of football. Maybe some people would say, no, that's not good sportsmanship, Sip. I don't know. It doesn't bother me for some reason. And there's on his film, he'll bury people and then just walk away, which I like. He's got an attitude. I like it. I like the pickup. I don't know. I mean, you never know how these things are going to go. But they got 2 offensive linemen in the last 5 days or so because they got Brian Tapu as well. That was Thursday, right? That was Thursday.
That's right.
Night. Yeah. So they needed offensive linemen. These are the first 2 offensive linemen in the class. I don't think Tapu's taken he's not going on a mission from what I read. Jake mentioned that the other day. So there you go. They got some beef in the class and a corner.
And we have an update on Tu Wong Fu, this movie you're talking about. Yeah. This is from on our phone. Me and Bill got a text from Scott Miller, the governor and mayor.
Oh, nice.
Of Nebraska.
Congressman Miller.
Maybe we should have breaking news in this.
Of course, he knows that. He knows this.
Yeah.
Probably should do breaking news. Per Scott Miller and other people on the text line, Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Wesley Snipes lived down in the Haymarket and came to Laszlo's quite a bit, apparently.
I didn't know that.
Patrick Swayze was involved.
Swayze was involved.
It was filmed in Loma, Nebraska, too, a little bit, too.
Yeah, I don't think I'm mixing this up.
Swayze was here.
I'm pretty, yeah. They used to hang out here.
Wesley Snipes.
What year was it? That's the key.
I'm trying to get the year. Anybody want to give me the year?
Also, the reason, you know why this story broke with Scott Miller? You know that Scott Miller is the inventor of Laszlo's, right?
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
Of Laszlo's?
Yep.
Lincoln Staple?
Yep. He's the inventor of Laszlo's. He ran Laszlo's until he moved on to Lincoln Industries.
You got to be kidding me.
He's the one that used to mix up the honey mustard sauce in the back.
Are you serious?
The honey mustard sauce, which I put on my fries, which is incredible.
That's how you do it, Bill.
Miller's also the one that they had. Well, we got your ketchup and you got he's like, how about we throw together some honey mustard? Like, I don't know, you have a recipe? He goes, let me go back there and dabble with some stuff. Boom. Pops out about an hour and a half later with the honey mustard from Laszlo's.
That's key information for his campaign.
Yes. I mean, if someone told me that right now, just one thing, tell me one thing about yourself. Yeah. I invented the honey mustard at Laszlo's.
Well,
there's my vote.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd get my vote, just that, but it would help.
It'd help.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what party.
Oh, Ben's asleep. Ben's out. See, he was down. Ben was down.
1995 was the movie.
95, that sounds about right. 94, 93, 94, that right in that area.
Somebody lived in the top floor of the Apothecary during this.
Chris Penn. Chris Penn was in it. I think that's the movie that
they bunked together.
I don't know. We went to a boxing show in Council Bluffs. It was bizarre. It was a bizarre night. But yeah, there you go. Thank you for that. Who sent that in?
A lot of people have said this.
Really?
Per Greg on YouTube, he says part of Tu Wong Fu was filmed in Loma between Valparaiso and Dwight. My wife's grandparents were in it with their polka club during the festival scene. Oh my God!
Story is this.
We gotta watch this movie.
This is right up there with what happened in Royal with the zoo.
This is
all of a sudden
it's
pretty close.
They were around. Those guys were around. I mean, they were around.
Was this movie any good? Anybody who watched this?
Anybody watch it?
I had no idea. I've never heard of it before today.
What was Swayze doing in the movie? Is he a good guy, or was he running a dance club?
I'm not sure.
Well, I can give you the scoop on the
IDB. What's the
IDB? Whatever that is. IBB.
This is from Wet Blanket. WB with us.
Okay.
He says Tu Wong Fu was filmed in Loma. It was a movie about cross-dressers stranded between New York and California. Starred Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, and John Leguizamo. How do you say that last name?
Could be
something like that.
Yeah.
And he says, Jake, you do not need to watch this movie. It was terrible.
But
it was filmed here, though.
Everybody has different tastes.
Ben's got to go over there now to tell me the caller and the certain setup.
Can't do it where you used to.
Wait a second.
Well, we can't you can't see Ben.
I can turn around like this.
Yes.
I could. We have a caller about the movie. Do you want to hear from the caller?
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Okay, we got Rob. Rob, tell us more about the movie Tu Wong Fu.
Okay, so they're like in a kind of like a drag show competition in New York. Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, John Leguizamo, and they are going across country to go to LA, and they get stuck in a small town.
Okay.
And that's Loma, Nebraska, which is where I'm from. And basically, they just run with the law. and hang out with the small town folk in the tiny little town. But it's a good movie. It's not.
Okay.
It's
a good movie.
It's not bad.
All right.
It's a good movie, and they're all just like trying to stay in their drag outfits in this small town, basically.
Huh.
Okay. Thank you.
Was
Rob.
it car problems? Was that what held him up? Some car problems?
Car problems mostly.
Yeah, I can
And
see
the
it.
law. Yeah.
And hijinks ensue.
Hijinks.
Thank you, Rob.
But it's worth watching.
Okay. All right, we'll check out maybe Tu Wong Fu. Thank you to Rob for the update on that movie.
Yeah, it was kind
Let's
of
go
a big
back
deal.
to Sierra Wright now being accurate. Now we bring up Tu Wong Fu because of that.
I just want to see Swayze reading that. We got to move.
Swayze's still around. Swayze's still around, right? He's still with us.
No.
I don't think
Is
so.
he not?
No.
He's been passed away.
Swayze and Chris Penn are both not with
I
us.
think Swayze been got it for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
like
what
20
about
years.
what about Wesley Snipes? Is he still with
I
us?
think Wesley's still with us.
Chris Penn is not with
Yeah.
us. I mourned that one.
Patrick Swayze passed away in
I think it's been 20 years.
2009.
Okay,
That was 15
2009.
years ago. Feels like
Swayze's
it.
no longer with us. Yeah, so there's a lot of people that couldn't talk about that movie. Anyway, yeah, that's good. Thank you to whoever called. Who was that?
That was Rob.
Thank you, Rob.
And by the way, and Wesley Snipes is still with us.
Yes. Still
He's
with us.
61 years old.
Yeah, I know Chris Penn's not.
So-
Sean is. Sean is.
People aren't happy that he didn't know that Swayze's been dead for 15 years at this point. Bill's like, no,
No.
he's
I was like,
no, he's not with this
I must
anymore.
have been confusing him with somebody.
He must have been checked out. 2009
I think that
Swayze.
was in 2009.
anyway, thanks, Scott Miller, for the honey mustard and
Yes.
running Laszlo's.
So there you go. There's your update on this weekend. Sierra Wright, Nebraska defensive back from USC, and the Hawaiian Houston. I forgot his name already. Houston Kahalani Torres.
You handled that incredibly well.
He did.
Because I would not have handled it incredibly well.
Great job.
Yeah. So he, I'm not sure who he chose Nebraska over. I could probably figure that out. Hold on a second.
3-star from Honolulu.
Yeah, 3-star from Honolulu.
Chose Nebraska over California, Arizona State, and Michigan State.
Yes,
That's
Michigan
your three
State.
schools
That
there.
was the big one. Michigan State was the one that Brian Munson referred to as it was close with Michigan State. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
The Swayze element?
Yeah, still get some Swayze, some personal Swayze text over here regarding what you said. That's what
I
I'm
didn't
laughing
know.
about.
2009, he wouldn't have been that old then.
No.
He died a young man.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so did Chris Penn. I mean, he wasn't old either. I think he was in his 50s. So yeah, I don't know what more else to say about Houston.
I got it. Kahaini Torres.
I think it's Kahina.
Houston Kahaina Torres
Right.
from Honolulu.
All right.
6'3", 293, class of 2025.
Yeah, he's a mauler.
Center, as you said.
Yeah, he's a mauler. And the other kid, Brian Tapu, is a big. I mean, they only list him at 6'5". I can't believe he's only 6'5". Well, in fact, we had listed him at 6'8". Then he measured at 6'5" at Nebraska. He's all of 6'5" on film. He's a monster. But he's really raw. He's only played football for a year. But he's natural. He's a natural. He'll be fine.
I'm seeing that Chris Penn passed away at 40 years old.
40. Yeah, this is
40.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you for the update.
You're welcome.
I can't believe that movie came up today.
You brought it up.
Yeah.
You said Tu Wong Fu on the airwaves, not us.
Yeah.
I never heard of the movie before.
But so I got some of it right.
You did.
Yeah.
You got some.
There was a movie.
Yeah, and I definitely remember them I didn't go over to Barry's, but the people would say, yeah, except the crew was over at Barry's. And Ray Menifee, the late Ray Menifee, who was a boxing coach, boxer in Lincoln, knew Chris Penn. So yeah, one night we went over to Council Bluffs to a boxing show and had steak, and it was really fun. Chris Penn is, as you would imagine, is very funny. So there you go.
Before we get to break, I'll give a quick plug for our friends at Applied Connective Technologies. I could use some IT help right now. IT would be wonderful.
Imagine
over
if they were here, that baby be moved back within seconds.
And I'd be happy.
This is a huge adjustment.
Look, I'm leaning. I'm going to have posture problems over here at this point. Anyways, they're in all 90
YouTube.
They're in all 93 counties of Nebraska. They're Nebraska's preferred technology partner, and they do everything, all sorts of IT work. They have a robust and proven effective cybersecurity solutions. They have phone systems that support multiple offices. They set up your free .gov email addresses too if you're a website for that. Also, Bill, anything else you want to add for Applied Connective here?
No. I've been hacked. That's what we're fighting. That's what they stop. That doesn't happen again. It doesn't happen again. This, like I said, this is a big deal. I've had several people deal with it where people they basically they come over and it's like you've been kidnapped, and they take all of your they hold your information hostage.
Malware.
They do.
Yes, and then all of a sudden, like,
malware.
you have to, you can have it all back for like $30 million. We'll give you all your information back.
Oh,
You want to have someone guarding your stuff. That's what they do.
Yeah,
they work very closely with Steve and FDIC.
Do they?
That's important.
Shin Daddy.
It's important.
Very important with that.
There you go.
Learn more. Yeah.
Go ahead. You're good.
AppliedConnective.com or call 866-358-0109.
How are we going to do this with the callers and Ben? How are we going to do shut up
Ben,
simple?
you can put it right here. I can look behind me and see right.
Yeah, you don't have to walk all the way over.
I like to walk around.
Behind you guys
That
over
seems
there.
like incredibly inefficient to me.
I would agree with that.
I mean, incredibly inefficient. To take
Nebraska.
a call and then walk over here.
I can see it right here in the corner. We'll be just fine there.
Sneak it up there in the corner, in the coffin corner. Okay.
When we come back, let's get an update on some more comments from Texas A&M regarding Trev Alberts and how he let Jim Schlossnagle walk next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today. Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 26th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We'll see a chance of showers and storms throughout the day. It'll be breezy too, with the high around 82. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms are likely, with the low around 72. And tomorrow, the chance of showers and storms. Some could be severe in the afternoon. We'll see a high around 87. Meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Are you needing a new tractor or side-by-side to elevate your operation? Maybe a boat or a golf simulator when you want to relax a little bit. Beck's Commitment Rewards program offers huge savings and interest-free financing on all these items and more. To learn more about Beck's Commitment Rewards, go to beckshybrids.com and always remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming.
I'll tell you one thing Bex is excited about right now. Let's look outside. That is a regal rain. Look at it, nice and easy, just coming down, straight down. Oh, that's going to soak in nice into that Beck seed, and kaboom! We got ourselves a crop. A stand is what we have in Beck's. Those guys, I tell you what, I just see Beck signs everywhere. I was driving. I had to go do some traveling around the state a little bit this weekend. I saw the signs everywhere.
Did you really?
And it's just incredible how they've taken off. Once they got to Goner, everything just went crazy. Thank you, Sonny.
I got to look for those signs.
Yeah,
Beck's. I saw a Beck sign right on the way back from Seward.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
By a field.
They have taken over Nebraska.
Seriously, they did.
Yes. They've taken over Nebraska, yes. They want to get involved in NIL too, Davison. So if you want to get a hold of them, be a big part of that too.
That'd be helpful.
Be helpful. A lot of things going on out there.
Got to get players.
Got to get players. Yes.
Need money.
Thank you, Trevor.
Okay, saw this from the Fort Worth Star Telegram, an exclusive interview with Jim Schlossnagle, who is a former A&M coach, now at Texas, of course, took the job the day after they lost to Tennessee in the finals.
Fort Worth Star Telegram landed an exclusive interview.
They did. And here's from Jim Schlossnagle what he said about Trev Alberts. He says, quote, Trev came to me the day before the regional to have a conversation. He asked me if I was frustrated. I told him that I had some frustration with how slow the ballpark process was going and that it was tough to operate without a sport administrator, but I was committed to working through it. He then made a comment to me, kind of comparing the situation of leaving his alma mater, Nebraska. He said to me, you know, Jim, if you ever don't feel like this is the place for you, that's okay, and it's okay to move on. I was a little taken aback by that, and that was the moment that I began to think that maybe this wasn't going to work out. No one ever contacted me or my agent without a new contract for our staff, so I just decided to focus on getting our team to Omaha and winning. That's Jim Schlossnagle.
Yeah, the context is Schlossnagle was voicing his frustration about the speed of renovations at their ballpark. He didn't feel like they were moving along fast enough. He wants like a Camden Yards of the college game. So, I mean, I had Trev's back on this whole thing. Like, Trev didn't necessarily have anything to do with it. He did have. That's an odd thing to say to a coach.
Yes.
Odd, really odd.
Especially at that time of regionals, they were, where were they ranked? Second?
Yeah.
Second in the country?
Number two.
It's not a place
first
for you.
Or second.
Yeah, first or second. I mean, they had an incredible year. And
odd.
My view on the whole thing, if this is exactly what was said at the time, I'm way more pro Schloss right now.
Right. It's
odd. If I'm sitting there, because you have to remember this. If you're sitting there going, hang on a second here, the new AD doesn't really even care that I'm here.
Right.
And I could go to a school that has 10 times the tradition, and I know the AD really well.
Yeah.
And
it's almost like a no-brainer for Schlossnagle.
It's not even, you wouldn't even, it's a complete no-brainer.
Right.
There's no chance that they're saying, no, I'm good. I'm fine.
Why would Trev say something like that? Now, we have the benefit of hindsight.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe Trev didn't understand exactly what he had in Schlossnagle. You know, he's very highly regarded, Schlossnagle. And
that'd be a poor look for Trev if he didn't know what he had.
Well, it's a B team move. I mean, this is a bad article for Trev. Now, I don't think Trev was quoted in the article. I can't read the full article. I read it. I don't know if you read it off Yahoo. That's where I got it. You have to be a subscriber to the Fort Worth Star Telegram to read the whole thing. I don't know if Trev was quoted. Do you have a chance to?
I did not. I don't know for sure.
For rebuttal. I mean, I'd like to hear what Trev said, but Schlossnagle's quoting him, and I don't think Schlossnagle's making that up.
That was my one of my thoughts were on the other side was, okay, was this being stretched a little bit to take the edge off of it for him? But they quoted him, and so it makes it kind of hard to.
Trev, what was Trev saying? No, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, it's not a good look. It's a bad look. It is just a 100% bad look. There's the only way to frame it up for Trev. Why would you say that to a coach?
Before regionals.
Before regionals, particularly to a very successful coach, not only this year, but in his career. You have a really good coach, and you're essentially telling him, you know, you could leave if you want. Come on. I mean,
it'd be interesting
it's
to
kind
hear.
It's hard for him to rebound fully from this.
You hear everything from the fan base on Twitter. There's comments have been made have not been positive, obviously. It'd just be interesting to see what someone is saying from inside at A&M. What is being said there? What's going on with their thoughts of where things are going?
It appears, for those curious where this is going for the search, that Michael Early, who is the hitting coach this year for A&M, will be the next head coach for A&M. So keeping it internal. That's what it appears as of last night. Not official yet.
They had swing and misses. That's what the report. They swung on some big timers and missed.
I wonder why. I mean, if they're building a new ballpark, that would seem to be an alluring job to me.
And the ballpark was already going.
Yeah.
The ground was
just
broken.
Moving slow.
So why it was moving slow
I don't know. It's an $80 million renovation.
I would imagine he probably had conversation with this old AD that now is at Ohio State. I'm sure he talked to him.
York.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he's like, what the heck's going on here? This is what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on here?
Ross Bjorn. $80 million renovation. That's going to be a nice ballpark. 80 million. What did this thing cost over here?
I don't know. That was many years ago.
Right. $80 million renovation.
No,
that's SEC baseball. That's what that is.
But that puts you're front and center. The one place you don't want to be as an AD is front and center. You don't want to be front. You want your coaches to be front and center. I have no idea who the AD was at Duke when Mike Krzyzewski was coaching.
No idea.
He was the face of it.
Me neither.
No idea.
No, you can't name many ADs. I played this game with Jake one time. ADs you can't name very often. I didn't know Troy Dannon was the Washington AD. I had no idea who he was. I can't even name the USC AD right now.
She came from Washington. I did not. She was.
Can you name the Florida AD?
Yeah.
Strickland, Scott Strickland. Is that right? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Ooh, that one's one that's kind of a common one. But in general, you don't want to be the face. You're the behind the scenes. Your coaches are the face of the program.
Absolutely.
And then your players.
Absolutely.
But right now, if you talked about one thing at A&M, what would you talk about? The AD.
Mm-hmm.
He's the lead conversation right now.
You don't want that.
He's the lead conversation. That's like you don't want that.
Schlossnagle. That quote is amazing.
It is. I'm hearing that Haymarket Park was about $32 million
to build it.
32 million.
Yeah. This is renovation. Now, times have changed.
They have changed,
but still, man, that's a renovation for 80 million
for Camden Yards.
Yeah, well, he wants it to be like a Camden Yards setting for college. That's what he wanted before he bolted town.
We'll see if there's a rebuttal from Trev Alberts on these comments.
I'd like to see that.
Probably the best thing is I would think would be just he's not going to rebuttal. He's not going to just try to move on. And it was what are we saying here? A week from now, life moves on.
Pretty much.
So sometimes you're better off just to be like, just let life move on.
I wonder if, this one might fester a little longer.
You come back with a he said, she said deal. Have you gotten rebuttals on this before when you were doing journalism?
Oh, sure. I mean,
so at this time, right now, you're trying to get a hold of Trev.
Oh, absolutely. And ask him about the Schlossnagle. Yeah, it's due diligence. You have to get his side of it, and they probably tried. And Trev probably just said, I'm not going to get into that. But it might fester a little longer than Trev wants because of the time of year. You know, if this was September and there were games next week or things going on, which there's not. So, I mean, there's the hot dog eating contest. Is that coming up on 4th of July?
It is. Without Joey Chestnut, of course, won't be the same for those who like to watch that.
Yeah. But there's not much going on. So it might fester a little longer than he would want down there in College Station.
Yeah, it's going to fester. It was remarkable reading. It really was.
I was shocked by it.
When I read it, I was like, wow, that's
damning.
Before regionals.
Yeah.
If you feel like you need to go someplace else.
If you know Trev, and I know him, I've known him for years. I can hear him say that. I can literally hear his voice saying that.
You know, Jim.
Well, the way, and also like and the way he compared it to leaving Nebraska. So then my question is with that, did someone come to Trev at Nebraska and
say,
Trev, if you want to, I understand it. If you want to leave, go ahead.
I don't know.
Because he said he was comparing the situation.
Well, he said that, Schlossnagle said that. I couldn't get that part. Who knows? But Trev's in it.
Trev's in it. Has a rebuttal or not?
Yeah, I don't know how he could rebut it.
But it appears that Michael Early, the hitting coach, would be the next head coach.
That's really underwhelming.
Yeah, well, he's liked there. They hit pretty dang well in A&M these past couple of years, so it's worked out for him. Up next, Bills, Thrills, and Song of the Day on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 26th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Do you need your event or venue secured? Call Tank Security Team. Tank Security Team is Lincoln's #1 non-lethal security company. Tank Security Team offers first-class security with efficient and quicker response times. Hire Tank Security Team. No hassle, no headaches. Call Tank at 402-310-3589 and get secured today.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently? The captain has a lot of stress in this life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
At Doane University, we build leaders. And that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours. And our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doan.edu/visit. See you soon.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Movie queen.
Once again, your song of the day from 1970, If You Could Read My Mind by the late Gordon Lightfoot. 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
It's one of the best songs you've ever played in 8 years or however long we've been doing
Enter number 2.
this. Yeah, number 2. I walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script. Poetry.
How about he had an orchestra with him?
It was beautiful.
Did it fit the rain too?
Yeah.
I closed my
Thanks
eyes.
for saying that.
I
Thanks for
turned
saying
it
that.
up and closed my eyes, head down.
It's perfect for a rainy day.
Yeah. Oh,
you hit Jake. Jake, you it's one of the best songs you've ever played. Now, I will say that Carefree Highway I like better.
Well, so do I.
But that's a great one. You know, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. These are Gordon Lightfoot classics. Sundown.
Sundown.
What the opening lyric in that one is incredible.
Yeah, that's one of the best opening lines in the history of lyrics.
Jake, I don't know what to say about you. Sometimes you just nail it.
You just nailed July 1.
July 1.
July 1.
July 1.
This is the day we'll remember forever.
We will remember.
July 1, Jake Sorensen steps up, and everything's a mess. When I walk in, there was flailing arms.
I know. I wasn't comfortable.
Words.
No, it was
Can't be on
uncomfortable.
the radio.
It was uncomfortable.
And you played If You Can Read My Mind, 1970, by the late Gordon Lightfoot of Canada. He's a Canadian.
Yes, he is.
He could not be our president.
No,
he could not.
God, he'd be.
God, it would have been incredible president. That's the one time we now want to at least listen to it. Hey, I know he's Canadian, but can we at least look at him being our president? Can we listen?
Give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
Isn't there an article in the
Constitution? And I'm only a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill.
I can't go 10 because I don't do that, but I'll go 9.7346.
Wow.
Yes. Look at the rain come down.
944444214.
High nines here today.
Oh, I did. And I knew most of the lyrics, but just enter number 2. God,
It's kind of a sad song.
Sad song.
But it's a beautiful sad song.
Look at Farley.
Yeah.
Farley gave it a .0001.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Farley.
We're not listening to you, Farley.
Farley, come on.
Yeah, we got to guess Ben's score. I'm guessing low also for Ben. I'm going to go 3-7 for
Ben's
Ben.
probably at 2-9.
Okay. I'll go with what you guys are saying.
3.3. We were right on.
What are we going to do with
3.3.
Ben? What are we doing with Ben?
I don't know. Maybe we look for a different producer.
No, he's really good. He's really good.
He is really
He's
good.
really good.
But all of a sudden,
His music taste is not good, though.
I can't imagine going against Gordon Lightfoot.
Here's what he said on the radio one day. I was listening to him. It was
Young
a
Ben?
Saturday morning.
Yes.
Yes, it was a Saturday morning. They were talking with whoever he was with about songs and what they like. And he said, I like songs that lift me up. I like songs that make me feel better.
Yeah.
So, and I would tell you this, Ben, there can be happiness in a song like that. There can be.
There can be.
Well, it's a beautiful sound. You know,
Look at Jake way over there.
I'm not a lyrics person. You know that. I
Yeah.
like the sound over lyrics.
Yeah.
And that's just a good sounding song.
And it's a beautifully
Pleasant.
written song, though. I am a lyrics person.
I know you are.
And that.
So is Bill.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a lyrics person.
You guys are
Heavy
both
lyrics.
lyrics people.
Oh,
I
yes. Because there's so many. There is.
Are you heavy lyrics?
Heavy lyrics. Hey, were you in the choir at Columbus High?
No,
I was in the.
Were you in swing choir?
I was not. Didn't make swing choir.
Were you in
I
swing
wasn't
choir?
good.
What was Bill singing in the choir though?
But I didn't sing. I was just in the choir. I mouthed the words.
That's
They
right.
needed more guys in the choir, so we boosted it up. I'll tell you what, we kicked Seabass. We did, yeah.
Did you?
We were really good. A lot of ones when we went to perform.
You had the hair.
Had regal hair, parted in the middle, feathered back.
2 buttons off down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With the fake silk shirt on. Remember those? Oh yeah, we all had them.
Well, before Bill throws some ratings on that song of the
Okay,
day,
Jake.
we got Sandmaster 5.8. Rick from Wahoo gives it a 7.5. Triple H's dad, just a 1. A 1 on
Really?
Gordon Lightfoot.
Don't understand.
Jake and Hickman, 2.2. Joan Boulder, amazing, 9.5. Ryan in California, 6.6. That's a good rainy day song from John. Says 5 there.
It is.
Someone says 0 and oof on that one. Oof.
I don't
Woof.
get it. There's got to be young people, right? Got to be youth.
Wet Blanket has a quote from earlier saying, "What's that song you sing about sex?" You said that on what was that? What was that?
Chicka, bow, wow.
I've never sang a song about sex in my life.
What was
What's that
song you
sex
sing about
song
sex?
you sing?
It was like, what are you
Who's talking about
about?
Duke's Aquarium?
Sorry. Keep going.
Scott and Bancroft, a 3. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Mark in Argyle, 9. Sean in Omaha, 7.5. Boone in Firth, 7.2. Jared in Ord, 5.2. Put me back to sleep on that one. Didn't appreciate
Mark
this.
from Argyle, he's the one who runs the railroad. And he's taking time in between run the railroad to listen to Gordon Lightfoot. God.
It's a good man right there. Gavin and Pender, 8.9.
We need to hear from
Gavin
Bird.
Gallier.
Where's Bird?
I see Big Bird in Columbus. Can't do that one. He says 0.032
Boy,
from Big Bird in
Boy,
Columbus.
there's quite
there.
the difference here.
Yep.
Is it because like some people it's Monday? Is it just up on the wrong side of the bed?
It's possible. It's possible.
I couldn't imagine just walking into the studio. Hey, who's coming in today? Lightfoot. Who's in at 10? Imagine that. Wow.
Yeah, Lightfoot was incredible. Carefree Highway, if you hear it at the right time, will just send you.
Repeat that 25 times. Yeah. What I do.
Jake does
I'm guilty of repeat.
Oh, I'll do some repeat.
Again, repeat. I'll play songs 25 times in a row.
You will.
I won't
for
go
2 hours straight.
I won't go quite that long, but I'll go. There's times working out where I've listened to the same song like 6 times in a row.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm like, I just love this. And
I like that.
I
don't mind that.
My first repeat song, driving song, where I heard it, where I listened to it like 20 times in a row in the middle of nowhere driving, was "I'm Much Too Young to Feel This Damn Old" by Garth Brooks.
Wow, really?
That was one of my songs. It's a great song.
Was that one of those days you took Tired to a new level?
The new level, and it's just you were driving, and I was listening to that.
It's a great song. It is.
Well, that's song of the day. It's time now, though, for Bill's Thrills on a Monday.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is
We
gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 to plan your financial future today with the free consultation. Bill, the floor is yours on a Monday.
Money, love those money, guys. Remember, firework. Pick up your money on the 3rd, and be ready to roll and head down to Roca to get your stuff from Scooter. So we're going to talk football. This is something I did. It's been kind of going through my mind. I did a bunch of research through some text and calling yesterday. And so it's a little bit news. Jake, start us off, please.
There you go.
David Bowie. Thank you so much.
Intro music.
Was that David Bowie?
That was David Bowie. The late David Bowie.
Oh,
he's dead too.
Change is another great song right there. Bill Thrills football. Communication, competency is critical. This is what's new in college football.
Yes.
And it's a lot. It's a lot. In-helmet communication. In-helmet communication, just like the NFL has, is now in college football. So you have, they call them green dots. If they're where the green dot, I don't know, but the green dot was in the NFL. NFL's been doing it for 20 plus years, this communication. College football started all new right now. So there's so many things that come up with in-helmet communication is, first of all, the NFL is a huddle league. They huddle. Guess what they do on defense? I talked to a coach last night. He goes,
"What do they do?"
I go, "Well, they huddle on defense." Because I asked him, I go, how they get the calls out to everybody when the green dot gets the call? He goes, "We huddle on defense." We haven't huddled on defense in 25 years in college football.
Nobody.
There's been no huddle. So then it's like,
weird.
Do you call it in? Does that mean so when you call in the defense, then the person receiving the call is the one signaling to the rest of the defense? Because before, everyone turned and got the call from the sideline. Not one person was going to relay it. So it brings a lot of things up. Also, on offense, what did you used to see, Simple, on offense, and they're signaling? What did you see on the sideline? It was a production. Three guys,
a lot going on.
Yellow hat, orange hat, blue hat, who's hot, who's not, boards, fake boards, all those things were going like crazy. Well, now you can call it into the quarterback.
Okay, so that's going to be way different.
It's incredibly different because if you're going, so also in college, what's different is there's 2-minute warnings. I mean, 2-minute drills. And that's when you had to have signals in the NFL. That's the only time that they use them. In college ball, I'm not sure how it's going to work because there's so much tempo. So now it's going to be on tempo. It's going to be because on offense, on defense too, everyone looked over, got the call, went and ran the play. So how's that going to work now?
So offense has an advantage.
Will they still have the boards? Will they still have the signalers? Or is it going to be all on what's going through the helmets? There's a lot of things going on.
The quarterback.
So defense, you can if they're going tempo against you, I don't see how you can call it in the defense into the defense, and then he has to get the information to everyone else.
So what do you do?
You have to still have signals from the sideline.
Well,
my point of the whole thing is it's complicated.
Yeah.
Also, if you've been a defensive coordinator in the NFL, you've been doing this forever, calling into your headset what the call is on defense with everything to it right now. right now, a lot of these college coaches, 90-some% of them on defense, the coordinators, I never did it. Like right now, I'd be like stressed. How am I going to call this game? Into a microphone, and I'm talking directly to the inside linebacker.
Okay.
Before, when I was calling it, I'm just talking to the signalers. They'd be the ones, hey, I want this. Hey, give me this. Give me type 4. Give me this, whatever. They'd be the ones.
Now you're talking right to the guy?
Yeah, now you're talking right to the guy. Now, so.
And that guy could change, by the way.
There's all those things going. Next thing I brought up here, technical difficulties. All of a sudden like that. How well is college ball set up? What's the NFL worth? $500 billion.
Something.
And so their setup's pretty good. Imagine all of a sudden can everyone have the technology?
Yeah, you're enough? Like at Southern Miss.
All of a sudden things are don't go right. Or the next question is always, okay, if you're calling this from above, which means you're up in the press box, what if it goes out?
Yeah.
So
you just go down to the field.
There's all these. Well, it's a lot to it.
I know.
A lot to it.
Would you go down there?
Well, yeah, but again, if it just goes out suddenly, you can't get to the field. You'd miss 2 series. I got to get in an elevator.
Especially if it's a big stadium.
There's a lot of things going. So you have to have all these different things worked out. And then when you practice, if everything's through the headset, everything in practice has to be through the headset. People have wore headsets at college ball forever at practice because everyone could hear each other, coaches and stuff. But now it's going directly into the headset of this person.
This is going to be challenging.
It's just unique. It's changes that could be, and like I said, there's so many things. I can't imagine that like Tennessee is hyper fast with Heupel. They go I don't know if they're even using the headsets. By going, no, our system's fine. We signal from the sidelines and we do this and we go fast because I don't know how you can do it. If you say, hey, now we're just going to call it in.
So they might not even use them on offense.
I don't know how they can. Think about this. So if you take away all the signals from the sideline and they go just through the headset, what's the quarterback have to do? He has to signal to everybody. The quarterback looks over the same time. So all 11
get
it at one time, and they run the play.
So it may not matter.
If not, the quarterback gets it. Now he's got to tell these guys, the O-line is the same way. They get the play call. So there's all these nuances.
Oh, you know what, though? I think what you can do with the quarterback in that situation is just tell him what to do as the ball's getting snapped, because I think it stays on for
it goes to a certain cutoff time,
right? But it stays on for a little bit.
There's a time also that one of the differences, which was a negative for say like any of the teams that didn't go to a bowl game last year, because last year in the bowl games they were able to use them, so it gave them a chance. So I talked to Andy Ludwig about this.
Andy Ludwig is whom?
Offensive coordinator at Utah, and so they had a chance to use it last year. So that's an advantage to have a chance to work through it. Now, everybody says, oh, they know what it is. Like Coach Rule is an NFL guy, so he's been in the NFL. He understands it. All I'm saying is it's a lot, and the game is different. Like when I was talking to, I called Barrett Ruud last night. Barrett was a green dot for 5 years. So he took all the calls in the NFL. So think about that. 5 years he did it. He was the green dot. And like he said, he goes, the last thing you want is anyone telling you more than the call. You know when they hey, real quick there, Barrett. Remember, it could be counter coming at you. It could be this. No. They just want the call. They just want to be able to go out and play. But there's a lot to being that. So, and then it's like, who is it? Some places it's the safety that's running the call. Some places it's the middle linebacker that's making the call. Then also, like I said, you have to know the rotation. Because I was asking Barrett, like, but how they rotate there. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, you're out. So and so's in. Well, he's the green dot. He's the one making the calls.
That's
And so who has to be activated on who all has to have it in their helmet?
Or what if he goes down, you know? Or
and he's really good at it and making the calls or whatever is going to happen. But all of a sudden, he's one of the injured. Where before, it didn't affect. If one guy was down, the other 10, like we all know the calls. They're all from the sideline. We have the calls. Now it's all of a sudden, it's like your number 2 guy is the one making all the calls with it. There's a lot that goes into
helmet technology,
and everyone thinks it's just like, yeah, this is great. It's so simple. You just tell them to play. As I was asking Barry, he goes, we just have to have signals, or not everyone, not just him. He said NFL, you have to have them for 2 minutes. That's when there's no huddle. He goes, the other times he goes, we huddle on defense. Haven't seen that on like I said in college ball for
forever.
Probably into the 90s. When it was like we don't. Give you an example. Iowa huddled. Okay. When I was coaching against Iowa, we didn't all of a sudden huddle on defense. You just know we don't huddle. They huddled, we huddled. We didn't huddle.
No, you didn't.
So now it's like, now do you huddle some on defense to get the call? Or are they sticking with signals, dummy signals? Will they still have all those all the callers on the sideline for offense? there's a bunch of things that'll be very intriguing to watch.
Changes.
Changes.
David Bowie.
Yes.
The quarterback's going to have technology.
Changes there.
Yes.
Thank you, Bill. That is a Bill's Thrill
Interesting.
sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Hour 2 is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy and healthy 4th of July weekend. They are thankful for this great nation and celebrate our independence, which should never be taken for granted. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 26th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
The 4th of July is here, so get to Fairway Meat Market to get what you need for your grills and smokers. Fairway has all these options this week for just $3.99 per pound. USDA choice whole beef brisket, extra meaty pork loin back ribs, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, fresh cut chicken wings, regular or beer bratwurst, and 10-pound tubes of 85% lean ground beef. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk commitment. And what better way to do that than with some shiny, sparkly jewelry? Am I right? Now, I'm not suggesting you have to rush, but if you're considering making a significant move, do your planning. We offer financing and payment plans. Lock down your selection with confidence. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all caramel latte sales in June go to the Casa for Lincoln County. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers and storms throughout the day. It'll be breezy too, with the high around 82. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms are likely, with the low around 72. And tomorrow, the chance of showers and storms, some could be severe in the afternoon. We'll see a high around 87. Meteorologist Kyle Clicker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And what does Steve Schindler have going on today in Creighton?
Was going back in time. Steve might remember it.
What's that?
I believe at this time you have to be, I don't even know if anything below age 55, I doubt can recall this. Maybe a little bit lower than this, but it goes up there with that. So he's doing some alcohol fashion clothing. He's doing some alcohol fashion clothing, and he's making knitted beer hats. Knitted beer hats. They used to have, Steve, remember, you took a beer can, aluminum can, and you smashed it flat, and you punched holes in it, and you knitted it into a hat.
Budweiser
of Olympia was also
was a popular
very
one.
popular one. The yellow.
Olympia.
Everyone in the 70s, Jake, would wear a knitted beer hat made out of beer cans.
It's true.
And you would cut.
I never wore one.
I want one.
You would
get one today.
You would cut.
You'd
cut the can out. You'd flatten it flat.
Mm-hmm.
You would punch holes in it, and then you'd have someone knit.
Someone smart
would knit a hat
like
around
Sharon.
So what would it take? About 2-3 cans to make the hat.
I don't know.
I can see him today. I can see him exactly how they were.
There's a lot of people. They're not gonna remember.
They won't remember this. That's okay. We went back in time.
No,
there has to be a photo somewhere. We might be able to get on the.
Ben now has no idea what you're talking about.
The Twitter machine, but Steve is making. So if you bring a beer can in today,
he can do
Steve will make it into a hat. Yes, if you just bring a couple beer cans of your favorite beer, Steve he'll knit it into a hat. It's incredible.
I'm going. I got to have this.
Jake, have you ever seen these before?
No, I don't think that I have.
It was very popular. I know this. People, and here's the best part one. I wore one. I was in 5th grade. Just wore a knitted beer hat around town. In Fullerton, Nebraska.
I wish there's photo evidence of that. I want to see some photo evidence of Bill.
Somebody will send one in.
Someone will have there'll be photo evidence of this. This is a thing. And I don't know if it was just Nebraska based or Midwest, but it was a thing.
I don't think it was.
I think it only lasted maybe 2 years?
Yeah.
2 year fad.
2 years.
2 year
What are you
fad.
thinking? 70s?
Yeah, 70s. It's definitely in the 70s. It's about 75.
464-567. What's our
85?
5685. Text
it.
in if you got a photo of this.
Any sort of the beer can hat.
Anybody's gonna have this, Bill.
It's gonna show up. They're out there.
464-568.
That one right there, maybe.
Wow,
that's from David.
Jake is very aggressive. That's it.
That's it. That's
Showed
it
it,
right
showed
there.
it, Bill.
100%.
Boom. 100%.
Yeah.
Olympia. Thank you.
Who said that in?
That's from David from Renew Your Auto.
Yeah,
There it is, right there.
He's got it.
So this is
Right there.
You were right about Olympia beer too.
Olympia was the best.
You're right
can.
about Olympia. I thought it would be more Budweiser.
Well, remember Olympia at that time they were the first ones had the really thin aluminum can.
Okay,
That's
was probably it.
Budweiser had a little more of a
Jake,
sturdy
that's
can.
it.
That's it.
You could wear that.
Yeah.
That's
I'd
for
look good in
males
that.
or female.
Yes.
I look pretty good in that.
Very
hat, probably.
popular. Someone. Thank you,
It's a
Steve.
bucket hat too. Yeah,
It's kind of a bucket hat a little bit.
It is a bucket hat.
Yeah, but I wore one in 5th grade.
Yeah.
I wore one. Yeah, that was pretty common.
David sent that.
Yeah,
in.
time to bring that back.
Anybody else in the text line remember this?
Let's check here.
It's hard to tell because
464.
Jake's so far over there. I don't even know what's going on.
Can't really see it all. I'm just getting some pictures of them. This is from Jim. He sends me one with that would be Ham's beer.
Ham's was very
Ham's
popular.
on
Yes, it's very
label
popular.
there.
I
Someone
can see that with blue.
you can
Yes.
buy them on Etsy apparently. a
Really, you can
website.
still get them.
Oh, you can still get them on Etsy. You
Etsy.
get everything on Etsy.
Here's one of some Schlitz beer. I
Another
need one of these hats. I'll wear one of
You
those.
can get one on
You've
Etsy.
never heard of one, Jake.
How much I want? I bet they're
No.
not. I bet they're inexpensive on Etsy. I mean, like $6.
I might buy one.
Yeah.
We should all
Tomorrow
three for the
studio.
show. We'll wear a beer can hat.
Get one delivered. We
we
got to.
What do you want? Do you want Budweiser or
I
something?
take Bud. Yeah, Bud with red.
I might buy that Schlitz one.
Yeah, I want Olympia. I definitely want Olympia.
So, yeah. Okay, Olympia.
Yeah.
Bud Schlitz.
I'll take Schlitz. Do that.
Yeah.
We'll get
Bud
Ben a
Heavy.
Hams.
Yeah, Ben can get the Hams one.
Mhm.
Maybe
Ben,
look good at
Ben,
Hams.
come on, have fun, Ben.
Ben, have you ever heard of Hams beer before? Never heard of Hams.
I had
beer.
a Hams 2 weeks ago. Delicious still.
Delicious.
They
still.
have a bear as their
Yeah.
is their logo, and they have the best beer signs ever made in the history of the world.
I have a friend whose last name is Ham, Hamm. He gets all sorts of ham stuff. Shirts, sweatshirts. He had a beanbag, a cornhole set with the Hams logo on it.
Not a cornhole set.
Yeah, got a cool clock with the ham. Some cool stuff.
Ham.
Yes.
Schmidt wouldn't be a bad one too. Schmidt.
Schmitz or Schlitz?
Schmidt.
I don't remember Schmidt.
Schmidt. Yes, it was kind of a outdoorsy type beer. Yes. Anyway,
And there's a lot that would work. Like Milwaukee's Best would be kind of neat. That's what a lot of kids drank back in the day. I mean,
just
when I
bring
was
it.
16.
Just bring in some beer cans and Shin Daddy will make you a hat
Yeah, there you go.
today.
Sounds
a
good.
knit.
Knitted.
He'll knit it.
Yes, he'll knit it himself.
Thanks to Shin Daddy and Midwest Bank for always sponsoring hour 2 of Early Break. 464-5685. Call or text as always. This weekend, Sip had a conversation with a Nebraska great, Tony Finotti. Sip, right? On Saturday, you talked to
that'd be
Tony.
incredible.
Yeah, it was good to catch up with him. It was weird.
Why was it weird?
Just because it felt like 24 years had not elapsed, just like we were talking. Back in the day, Bill doesn't, I don't know. He's so embroiled in your job that you probably didn't notice, but we did talk to players a lot more one-on-one back then. So he was done in 2001. There wasn't so much media. The internet had just, I don't know, when did the internet start? The point is there wasn't a lot of meeting. You got to know the guys. I mean, I knew Finotti pretty well. I knew Dominic really well. I knew Jamal Lord really well. I knew TJ Hollowell really well. You don't get that anymore because there's 50 media members and you can't do one-on-one interviews.
Really?
No, not really. I mean, you can maybe do a little bit, pull them aside, but I mean, it's hard. It puts the players in a tough position because if they do one, then they probably might feel obligated to do a bunch of them. But back then there was only 4 or 5, 6 reporters. You got to know guys. So yeah, it was great catching up with Finotti. It's just one of those things like the conversation continued, but I hadn't talked to him in years. I think I talked to him on the sideline a few years ago. But anyway, the only reason I was talking to him is because he is an assistant. Well, he's a volunteer coach for a high school in Salt Lake City, West High School, and he coaches Tapu. I hope I'm saying that. I don't think I'm saying the name right. Tapu.
TAPU.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I caught up with him, Jake.
And he liked the Polynesian presence building at Nebraska is kind of what the conversation was about there, right?
And what all went down?
You guys are really interested in that?
I am. I like to hear bring that.
That's why it's on the rundown.
That's right. You had a conversation. It's early July. You talked to Tony Finotti.
Talked to one of the best offensive linemen to ever play
the
here.
pancake man.
Yeah.
The king of the pancake.
Yes.
Yeah, there is. I mean, quietly, there's, Nebraska went a while without much of a Polynesian presence. But, now the Rayolas are in town and they got Sua Lefatu is a Polynesian. Keona Wilhite's a Polynesian. They just got these 2 offensive linemen, Tapu and
Houston Kahina Torres.
Yeah, so it's sort of cropped up now. And what does it mean? I don't know what it means. I mean, what Tonu says is that he feels like Polynesians were bred to do. He says that Polynesians are natural at football, a lot of them, because they're bred to be what a lot of people have said, that they're bred to be warriors. That's what Tonu said. Now, Tonu was like that. He said, if you look at our history, if you look back at our ancestors, we've been fighting. My grandfather was a fighter. My dad was a fighter. My grandfather on my mom's side was a fighter. It's just who we are. I think it's just in the blood for Polynesians. That's why football kind of comes naturally to most Polynesians that jump into the sport. I would tend to agree. I mean, it doesn't mean that there's other people that can't play it, but yeah, I think he's on to something. And certainly it took me back to when Fenoti lined up right next to Dom in 2000.
How's that look? How's that picture look?
Yeah.
How's that picture look to you?
It looked really good.
That's pretty dang good.
Yeah. And I thought it would always continue, and it just doesn't. You got to, if there's one thing you learn is when those things happen, cherish them, because it may not happen again. Dominic next to Fenoti for an entire year, 2000, was a beautiful thing to watch. Those were 2 of the fiercest competitors you'll ever see. Fenoti didn't come off that way like Dom did, but Milt would tell me stories about Fenoti. He was a terror in practice. He was an incredibly good practice player. And if someone was slacking, Fenoti was on him. And that's not good. I mean, Fenoti is a monster. I mean, he was great. I mean, he wasn't good. He was great. So, second round draft pick. He only played 5 years in the NFL.
Chargers, right? Or is that Vikings?
Chargers. Vikings. He bounced around a little bit, but yeah, it was. We had a long conversation about Tapu, and he feels very confident with Donovan Raiola. So there you go.
Houston Kahina Torres, the new commit from this weekend from Honolulu.
That's not his guy.
I understand that.
Yeah, his guy's Tapu. Now Tapu's played only a year of football. He came from New Zealand. He's a basketball player, but he's working with Tonu, and he says he's got it. He's got the hunger, and he wants to be good. And like I said, I watched this film. He looks natural. These guys are tough kids. We wouldn't recruit him if he wasn't. There you go.
There we go. It was a rundown on Tony Fenoti, the conversation with the Nebraska great this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great job. It was a great job by former assistant coach George Darlington.
Is that who got those guys?
That's who was recruiting them.
I
hope I'm not. I know George was the one who started this. That did a nice job recruiting those guys.
I wonder who. Now Dom Raiola was the first of that. He was the first Polynesian of that time period. So that would have been 97 to join Nebraska's football team. And then there was kind of a line that followed him after that. Tony Tata, you might remember him. Junior Tagoy, Danville Waldrop. So it kind of, in Fenoti, it started kind of a process. Then it kind of went away for a while. Now it's back. I didn't even mention, by the way, Preston Tamua. So they've got the top-rated player. I'm bouncing around here, but Nebraska's recruited the top lineman in Hawaii, the top player in Hawaii for back-to-back years. You know how much I like that, even if they're not that good. Just if you say you're the best player on the island, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I would have loved to be able to do that.
Top player in Chicago, Alontae Brown,
I'm the best
years ago.
in Columbus. But it's cool. I mean, I like it. I like the look of having the best lineman in Hawaii back-to-back years.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tamu is they're rugged dudes. I saw Tamua play in Hawaii, and he's a rugged, typical interior Hawaiian lineman. You don't want to mess with him. That's good.
He's a dude.
Yeah. Puts people to the ground. Doesn't help them up.
That's the biggest thing you took away from it.
I like that look. For some reason, I like that
away.
look. Yeah.
Walk away.
Just look at him and
Stay
walk
down
away.
there.
Yeah.
Stay down there. Get used to it. Before we get to break, hey, we got a new plug for a great restaurant, a brunch place, breakfast and brunch sip.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Early bird A modern take on your classic diner, open daily from 6:30 to 2:30.
Interesting.
Early Bird was hatched right here in Nebraska. Originally in Omaha, they have 3 locations there and now have a new location in Lincoln at 19th and K Street, not far from the Capitol building.
I drive by it every day.
So do I.
I drive by it every single day. Right. Yes, right there. What's that? The Telegraph District? Is that
It's
kind of
just near that.
little down from that? Oh, it's in
southwest of that. Yeah.
19th and K.
It's an incredible. The menu is incredible. It's not like, oh, you want some eggs?
No.
Where do you see their menu? It is ridiculous, the things that they have. And the
What do
place
they have?
that's taken, you have to go. I'm just saying, when you go in and see their menu, it's just not, well, I'll take the 2 eggs over easy. Oh, no.
Which isn't bad.
They have everything.
Well, they got something. They got the breakfast burritos. They got French toast, chicken fried steak. But now we get a little more crazier. We get cinnamon roll pancakes.
Yeah. How about that,
How about
Steve?
hash holes and brunch cocktails? That's right. Adult cocktails.
Yes.
It says hash holes on here.
That sounds good. That all sounds good.
So just public service. I mean, the service you get. So one of the co-founders he's behind the scenes and he's not in the day-to-day part of it, but the co-founders is Jamie Burrow.
Oh,
played linebacker
yes,
here.
he does have places in. Yeah,
that's him.
His brother would be
Joe
Burrow,
and his dad would be
Jimmy Burrow.
Jimmy,
and his brother Dan also played here.
We should have him in here.
But the interesting part was my sister and a couple of her friends went down for a little outing into Omaha. So I wanted to arrange a breakfast. So I just called Jamie up. He said, not a problem. Arranged the whole thing. Had him set up. Boom, walked in. Had the manager ready for him. Boom, gave me a call back. Here's what it is. I paid for it over the phone.
Really
incredible. That's the kind of personal service that you get.
Jamie's a great dude.
And this.
By the way, Jamie, starting middle linebacker at Nebraska.
Yes, absolutely.
So what year was that? 2001.
You would know this better than me.
I would guess 2001.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s. Starting middle linebacker.
All 6 of Early Bird's Nebraska and Iowa locations will be open on the 4th of July. So be an early bird and fly in with your flock before the festivities begin and try the best brunch in the Midwest for yourself. Early Bird, not your everyday brunch.
Don't fear the flock.
Oh, I nailed it. 2001.
2001, you nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Get a chance to go in there. Have cinnamon roll pancakes.
That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does.
I love the sign when you drive by. It says the early bird doesn't get the worm; they get the pancake.
It scratched it out.
Scratched out word.
It's really
pancake.
cool.
It's really cool. Stop by there; it'll change your life.
19th and K in Lincoln. Early Bird is the place to be for brunch every single day, including the 4th of July. When we come back, we got some marijuana talk on the airwaves.
Oh, marijuana
NCAA,
cigarettes.
Early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and Air Park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Do you need your event or venue secured? Call Tank Security Team. Tank Security Team is Lincoln's #1 non-lethal security company. Tank Security Team offers first-class security with efficient and quicker response times. Hire Tank Security Team. No hassle, no headaches. Call Tank at 402-310-3589 and get secured today.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy and healthy 4th of July weekend. They are thankful for this great nation and celebrate our independence, which should never be taken for granted. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all Karma Latte sales in June go to the Casa for Lincoln County. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
Is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
For those of you not in Lincoln, it's been downpouring this entire show. You know who's happy about that? Our friends at First Rate Ag. They're a full-service ag retailer offering everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer. Been around for 25 years in business. You can always reach out at firstrateag.com or call 308-995-8327. Ask for Parker or Chris and mention The ticket.
Right now, they're enjoying. It's kind of a rain day for them. That's up. Yep, they're playing pitch right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, just playing little cards. You know why?
Why?
Just soaking in like that because cash is coming in. Because things are going well for them like that. Because you can't go out in this weather. Can't go out here. I don't know what it is in Holdridge right now, but I'll tell you right now, you're not out in the fields in this weather. But you're a happy farmer right now. Did you check the level of the corn right now, Steve?
I have not.
Oh, I did when I was driving. Oh,
Yes.
wow. Things have taken off. Things have taken off. It's incredible. I'm going to say most of it's going to be over your head by the 4th of July.
Whoa.
Over your head.
You mean like by Thursday?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's raining.
I like to know
It's
that.
raining, Holden.
How much can corn grow in a day? How much can it grow in a day? I think you can get a couple inches in a day. I really do.
We need a time-lapse video.
Yeah, time-lapse video.
That would be interesting.
That would be very
kind of cool.
Maybe a couple centimeters.
Yes. That would fire me up.
Zoom in.
But those guys out there, again, they deserve a morning off just to kind of relax a little bit because they've been going 24. They work 7 days a week because there's no time. Crops wait for no one, Steve.
I know.
Crops wait for no one.
It does show rain in Holdridge.
Does it?
I don't know.
Okay, good. Let us know
They're
out there,
playing pitch
please.
this morning. They're chilling.
Parker, let us know, please.
Thank you to First Rate Ag, as always. 464-5685. Call or text, as always. The NCAA, the largest governing body in intercollegiate sports, has announced that marijuana and cannabis products will be removed as a banned drug class for college football's postseason and all Division I championships as of Tuesday in the Division I Council meeting. Regular season still is basically that's colleges and schools have their own drug testing policies and standards. The NCAA's testing and standards take over in the postseason. Thoughts in terms of this being only something that is, I guess, free game in the postseason and championships,
Bill,
in general?
Well, I mean, I don't have a lot of comments on it because there's so much. I've been at different places where institutionally we're much different than NCAA with these requirements, and I think it's been really hard on the testing and what they're trying to get done. I think the NCAA just simply said we're going to do everything we can to be able to monitor the true enhancement of what really affects the game, which would be steroids or anything of that nature, performance enhancing drugs. That's what they're coming after. And if you make those mistakes, it's going to be a fierce situation and not so much. I think it was just too hard to monitor. That's what would be my take on it. It was just too hard to be able to monitor. And also things have changed dramatically. If you just look back, imagine 30 years ago, and then you sit there and say, I could imagine sitting in when I started coaching, back in the early 90s, and all of a sudden just being like, oh yeah, all of a sudden marijuana is legal in like every state. And so that it's just such a different situation right now. So I don't push back on it because, like I said, I just don't think I don't think it was level across the board on. Sometimes it was just institutional. It was always, if they had a positive, then this would happen. Then you went to their parents with it. Then it did this. But if their numbers were lower the next time, then that also counted as progress. There's a lot of different things that were going on with it.
This is from the report. So the changes come months after the NCAA published a study on student-athlete substance use that surveyed more than 23,000 student-athletes from across the country. Cannabis use among student-athletes increased to 26% to those who self-reported the survey, and it was reported as the highest in men's sports at the Division III level for those attending schools where cannabis has been legalized for recreational and medicinal use. So, again, we'll see. It's not going to affect anything in terms of how it looks in sporting events at all. But
no effect. I don't. Yeah, it is what it is. I have nothing. No. It is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, you were right on Wimbledon. It is going on right now. We were curious about what that was outside. It's been going on since June 24th. It goes to July 14th.
Didn't not know this?
I had no idea it started yet.
How do we not know?
It said June.
This is a sports.
When I researched, it said June 24th to July 14th for
Good
Wimbledon.
research. Yeah. June 24th.
That's almost a month of play. Is that right?
No, that can't be right.
No.
No way it started June 24th.
June 24th was listed on the website when it began. So maybe
that's not a month.
That might be like a barbecue.
It's the day it began. Sorry.
It's like a barbecue or something. Everybody gets together and they figure out where they're staying at and they get their.
They call it the fortnight. Hold on. What's fortnight mean?
Now, okay, it says right now the first round is going on. So
Yes.
what was going on in June then?
I was going to say there's no
Today
chance.
it says July 1st,
Now,
first
wait a
round
second.
action. What is happening
Informal
Thursday?
Fortnite
There's
used after
qualifiers.
used after the name of a day to indicate that something will take place for 2 weeks after that day. That they call it the fortnight.
Okay.
The Wimbledon fortnight.
2 weeks.
So yeah, it goes on for 2 weeks.
So I guess there was qualifiers going on before this, but yeah, today is the official start of Wimbledon. Today through July 14th to Sunday.
If you want to watch it, it's on
It's on
ESPN.
ESPN right now. It took over for SportsCenter. They're not even showing highlights. It's showing tennis right now this morning.
'Tis the season.
Tennis time.
Tennis.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I always would associate the U.S. Open with the start of school because when they started playing the U.S. Open, that must be
Yes.
in late August.
Late
'cause
August.
I'd always get that. I'd get a sick feeling in my stomach when I saw the U.S. Open being played. I'm like, oh God, that means school's going to start. Oh, it was awful. I hated the U.S. Open.
How about
Hard court?
July 1, big day. SEC has changed. The Big 12 has changed.
Oh, that's today.
Today's the official
I saw that
day
on Twitter.
This is the official day of the new SEC, of the new Big 12,
Mm-hmm.
the new ACC. There was something interesting. I think it was I the other day that I think it was Stanford and Cal are not in the ACC yet, but SMU is. They don't go in until like August 1st.
Oh.
And no one knows why. No one knows why. Even the commissioner of the ACC couldn't answer the question of why they don't go in until August 1st. So very, very interesting.
Yeah.
But not like it really matters. Everyone's known what the conferences are going to be
Right.
now for quite some time. So
It's not springing it up.
No, nothing came out of nowhere, but it'll be a storyline today as you're reading it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oklahoma and Texas. The SEC formally welcomes the Sooners and Longhorns. There'll be a lot of commentary on that. In fact, we could do a segment on it tomorrow if you want, Jake.
We might do that. It's July. I'll take a lot of ideas.
Yeah, well,
Take
there's
them
an
all.
idea
Thank
for
you.
you.
Thank you.
We could find some sort of angle on Oklahoma and Texas joining the SEC formally.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, this leads up to the game show. So before that, we saw this over the weekend. Jamarcus Russell, remember him? #1 overall pick.
Yes. Marcus.
3-year stint in the NFL, has been removed from the coaching staff at an Alabama high school after he was allegedly involved in the misappropriation of funds. He's been a volunteer assistant coach at Williamson High School in Mobile, his alma mater. A lawsuit alleges that Russell took a $74,000 check that was earmarked as a donation to the high school and took it as his own.
That'll get you. And there's usually a pretty good paper trail on that one. That's a hard one.
How do you think you're going to get away with that one?
Yeah, he wrote a check.
$74,000. What are you telling the IRS? I mean, come on.
It says the owner of a local building company said that Russell approached him, who had said a donation would help the football team buy equipment for their weight room. The former NFL quarterback is accused of depositing that check at a credit union and then withdrawing an estimated $55,000 for himself. And so he's getting sued now for $55,000.
I'd like to hear his side of the story. He has a side, but this doesn't look good.
Doesn't look great.
No. Maybe he said, well, I got the 55 because I was going to start purchasing the equipment. I don't know.
In his own name, apparently.
Just what are you doing? I'm getting a universal machine quick and bring it in. Getting some dumbbells.
$55,000.
Yeah.
Not a great look for Jamarcus Russell, the former #1 overall pick and bust with the Raiders in the NFL.
God, he has a strong arm.
He did have a good arm. Beyond that, didn't work well for him.
Yeah, he's had a rough go.
Didn't work out well for him.
He's had a rough go.
So on that note, let's play the game show. Give us a call right
Nice.
now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Speaking of first round picks, he was first overall, was Jamarcus Russell. How about first overall picks in the NFL draft all time? I will give you the school, the position, the team that drafted them. You tell me what the player is. Who is that player?
Okay.
The year taken, their school,
Yeah.
We
their
should have a
position.
chance. We should be really good.
This is one of those things, though, that we can get really embarrassed.
We should nail it, but
Let's see how you do. 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
We have a line open for you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. 402-464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels. That's 12 bagels, 2 tubs of cream cheese for your office, for your family. It's a good treat.
How many tubs?
2 tubs of cream cheese and 12 bagels.
That's good. People are working today. I see the construction crew
They're working
over there.
through the rain here.
Yeah. This is a weird week. It's a disorienting
It's
week.
a very, very tough week.
Don't be scared.
Well, yeah, you're jacked. Then it's like, okay, you get Thursday off, then you get Friday off or not, or it's a lot of things going on.
It's disorienting.
Yes.
Ben's getting the caller here. It's okay. It is. It's a short week for most people.
Yeah, our people, and a lot of people probably take the whole week off, right?
This is a good time to take a full week off. Traveling for your 4th of July plans. Early
Save yourself
July.
a vacation day.
Yes.
Use the natural holiday. Absolutely.
Some places give you the Friday off too for the vacation day.
Okay.
So it could be
All right,
2
we got-
days. Okay, we've got LB.
Pounds.
LB, how do you feel today about your chances to get NFL first-round draft picks?
LBs.
Are you there, LB?
Yes, sir.
Okay, LB
All right,
feels
sir,
good.
I'm here, Sip. What's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, baby?
All right. LB's
All right, here we go.
feeling good.
What's
Bill
up,
is a
baby?
lifeline for one question as always. Use them wisely, Sip. LB, first question goes to you. What Miami, Florida defensive tackle did the Cowboys take first overall in 1991?
1991. Ooh. Vince Wilfork did not play for Miami, I don't think, but that's who I'm going with. Vince Wilfork.
He did play for Miami, but that was way after that.
I can make a guess if you want to make a guess.
No, and I don't want you to make a guess if you don't feel good about it at all. Why
Let's
would
steal
you
it.
do that?
Let's try it. Want to just try it?
This is your call.
Yeah,
This
you
is the
gotta
head
do
coach's
it.
call.
Yeah, go ahead.
Russell Maryland.
Oh, good job.
Oh, worked out.
Oh, you want to come at me?
He wasn't liking that. It wasn't.
Russell Maryland.
Russell Maryland is correct.
Say, what year was that again?
1991.
That's a good get. It's a good poll.
Yeah.
All right,
How about you? I don't want to. We can't afford a loss.
I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose.
He's a winner. All right, Sip. 1-0 lead.
I'm
Bill's
out.
Bill's out.
Right.
It's all you. What Virginia Tech defensive end did the Bills take first overall in 1985?
Smith.
Bruce Smith is correct.
I don't know if I would've got
2-0
Bruce.
lead. To stay alive, your last question, LB. What Kentucky quarterback did the Browns take first overall in 1999?
99.
Come on.
Jeffrey Linzo?
That's right.
Oh, it's easy.
Who was it?
Couch.
Tim Couch is
Yes.
the correct answer. So that's a 1-0 start to the week.
Good job, Bill. You got us. I was skeptical. There's no doubt about it. I was
We
skeptical.
can't risk it.
Yeah, I don't want to. I just don't want to play
There's
around.
no money on the line. It wasn't like we were playing
There's
blackjack.
pride on the line, though. There's pride.
There's a lot of pride.
Yes.
I don't want to.
Short week. We're ahead.
Yep.
I don't want to have a losing record at
Good
all.
start for you.
And we reset on August 1, right?
That's right.
Yes.
All right, I want to finish strong.
Okay.
Then August 1, we're really ramping it up.
I got one question and a tiebreaker before I get out of here. You've already won the game. So, what
Yes.
Ohio State tackle did the Rams take first overall in 1997?
Well, you can see him, right?
Yeah.
Offensive tackle.
Pace, right?
Yeah, Orlando.
Orlando Pace is
Jeez,
correct.
That's pretty good, Bill.
4 for 4. Last one.
Yeah.
Bill, tiebreaker. How many Pro Bowls did Orlando Pace make?
Well, that's easy. 6.
Oh, it's a good number.
No,
5.
7.
Oh,
7 for Pace. 7 for Pace. So
So Pace was good.
he was very good.
He was hulking.
Yes.
He was hulking. He's a gigantic man. God, left tackles like that.
Nice win today for you guys. Well
That
done.
was a good win. That was an easy win.
And you were fighting Bill.
Yeah,
Russell Maryland.
How about you wanted? You know what? Couldn't take the risk.
He just said, I'm
I was
taking
skeptical.
it. He took it.
It's okay to be skeptical. Healthy skepticism's good.
It worked out. Spillover is next on an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this
particular item. Let's go first to Bach.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker concrete, and Beatrice concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all caramel latte sales in June go to the Casa for Lincoln County. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. It's official. Wedding season is here, and we know that every detail counts. From bridal party gifts to the finishing touches for the bride and groom, discover our exclusive selection of watches and fine jewelry. Did you know we even offer in-house engraving? Celebrate your special day with a personal touch and a timeless gift they'll cherish forever. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We'll see a chance of showers and storms throughout the day. It'll be breezy too, with the high around 82. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms are likely, with the low around 72. And tomorrow, the chance of showers and storms. Some could be severe in the afternoon. We'll see a high around 87. Meteorologist Kyle Clicker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy and healthy 4th of July weekend. They are thankful for this great nation and celebrate our independence, which should never be taken for granted. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they can.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
This
Good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the Spillover with AD, sponsored by our friends at Computer Hardware. Go see Tripp and the team at 70th and O in Lincoln for all your Apple product needs. Also, Kearney, Hastings, and GI. AD, good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, by the way, I have a trophy for you. I got a trophy for you. If you didn't know, on Saturday, me, AD, Nick, and Jay Foreman played in the Dream Factory tournament at Crooked Creek. And Sip, champions. Number one. First place.
Me.
Yeah.
First place.
Really?
The trophies are in my car.
What kind of tournament was it?
It was for the Dream Factory. It was a benefiting
a scramble.
Yes, a 4-man scramble.
Mm-hmm.
We went to
Great
Crooked
cause.
Creek. We went to Crooked Creek. We shot 17 under par, won by 2 shots. Good day in the course for the boys.
A lot of teams out there.
Yeah, I think there was about 24 teams, maybe something like that.
You guys won it all.
I want to give a big shout out to Crooked Creek. That's the first time I've played there in a while. Course looks very good. It's in great shape. Great shape.
Good job, AD.
Absolutely.
It'll look
great
better
shape.
now with this rain that we got this morning, too.
Yeah, for sure.
AD, so who was the star of the show, would you say, this golf show?
Well, Jake is always consistent, though. Jake is always good. Jake had a number of shots.
I shouldn't have asked.
He piped some drives that were just ridiculous. That one on that par 5, I think we had.
Somehow I didn't win the long drive, by the way. Someone took that at the very end. It was stood for all day, and somebody at the very end must have had a drive that was longer than mine. On hole 9.
Oh,
yeah, you piped that one.
At Crooked Creek.
Foreman's always good. Foreman hit some big putts.
Jay's very reliable. He's very consistent.
Yes.
Very good golfer.
Nick hit some big putts. I think I only had one approach shot on that par 3 that we got $20 or whatever it was.
Yeah. It was a good shot.
Stuck one there.
That's right.
But the cool thing about it, Sip, we were done. We teed off 9:10, 9:11, Jake.
9:10.
And we were done.
12:45. No scramble in the history of mankind has been done in 3.5 hours. Now, we were way done before anybody else. There was nobody ahead of us. They were all in the back nine or like late in the front nine. So it took care of the ticket.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
Yes.
Nice.
It was a very
It
worked out good because Nick had to get going, Jake had to get going.
Oh, so you don't stick around.
Not Jake,
I
Jake.
stuck around.
Yeah.
Showed our face for the awards and got the trophies. But it was
Appreciate
good.
that.
It was a great day.
Yeah.
It was a great day. A lot
Good
of fun.
job, guys.
But you waited around 2.5 hours.
I did. I was here for 2.5 hours after I was done.
Did you go on a putting green or something?
No, I stayed in the AC. I just kind of ate the food, drank some beers, and talked to people.
Yeah,
it was
2
good.
hours can go fast.
It was good. By the way, thanks to Young Ben for pointing this out to me during the break. There was some news, some free agency signings this morning, like at 2 a.m. this morning and yesterday in the world of the NBA.
In the NBA.
NBA. We don't talk NBA that much, but there's some news here post-NBA draft. Paul George signs with the 76ers on a 4-year, $212 million deal.
So he'll team with Embiid and that good guard they have from Kentucky. I wish Ben would write that down. They're good. That's a threat to the Celtics, is what that is.
If Embiid can stay healthy.
Yep. He can't stay healthy.
Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey.
Yes. That's a good, that's 3 great players.
Yeah. If Embiid is healthy, you got Paul George there. But the key thing is can he stay out of the training room?
Right.
Yeah. But if they do sip, I could definitely they're going to be a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that's loaded up.
Also, Chris Paul, who we call what's his
status quo?
Status quo. Going to San Antonio to play with Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs.
Really?
You would think at this point he'd be chasing a title, not be going to a team that's trying to make the playoffs.
Maybe he would say we will be chasing the title. No,
they're not going to be. I mean, they got a great coach obviously there, but
I got to see what Alex thinks about that one. Now, Bill calls Chris Paul status quo because he's been the same player forever. You know, he just No.
It's a great nickname. I love that nickname.
Status quo. What is he about? What would you say? I don't know what his stats are. My guess would be
18 points a game, something like that.
God, I wouldn't have gone that high. It would have been like 14.
No, he's been higher than that.
Has he?
So, yeah. And then last one, James Harden back to the Clippers. 2 years, $70 million for the aging James Harden.
Hard to keep track of Harden. It's all over the place.
It's hard to keep track of his bank account too, because every deal he signs is just big.
Yeah,
he just signs big contracts.
He's made a lot of money in that game.
So there's your.
Those are good. Good job.
There's
Jake.
your NBA free agency update in terms of what's going on there.
Yeah, that's good. Those are interesting moves, especially the George move to the Sixers. Now he had the Magic on his list too, the Orlando Magic. That would have been interesting. The
That's
Magic,
hilarious to me.
Why is that?
They don't sign big free agents in Orlando.
They're trying to get. I think Klay Thompson's a possibility.
Okay, an aging Klay Thompson.
Yeah. But no, you're right. They typically don't. But
Paul George, by the way, is aging too. He's getting older.
Oh,
he's
God,
been in the league
been
for
around
about 12,
forever.
13
Yeah,
years.
It seemed like he's been around forever.
He was on that
too.
Pacers team that almost beat the Heat back when LeBron was with Miami. So he's been in the league for a long time.
He has. Yeah. We're going to discuss that a lot too at 9 o'clock too. Just the overall NBA moves. There's been a lot of them. Like I said, when Ben mentioned that one, that was like 2:15 this morning when that deal went down.
So there'll be more today.
Woj is not sleeping right now. Wojnarowski, Shams, they don't sleep right now.
God,
Breaking news at all times of the day.
Those things happen that late.
2:15 in the morning.
Goodness.
News cycle, 24 hours. Real. It's real.
Yes,
Those are
it
big
is.
ones.
Yes, it is.
There's probably more coming, right?
Oh, I was.
No, it's just the start.
Yeah.
The draft just happened. It all happens now.
Young Ben.
Thank you, young Ben.
Show contributor.
Yes, he's been very, very helpful today as
Well
always.
done, Ben.
He's the man. That's it for us. The Drive with Raf, AD, and Amon Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 26th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this